promotion on the road and just hopes to be able to get out and tell about it. It's the Ohio State Buckeyes and the LSU Tigers. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Holly Rowe is down on the sideline.
Guys, the LSU head coach told me before the game, he is so pleased with the way this quarterback is playing. As you know, he was a transfer coming in, and they didn't know what they were getting exactly. But he has become one of the leaders of this team. He has proven that he can carry them. If he keeps playing like this, the sky's the limit. I'll keep you posted on how he's settling in here early to start this game. Guys, back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly. LSU ready to kick it away to get things started. Fielded in the end zone, it's Cross. And they make the tackle on the return. There is a penalty marker on the play, and they might be backing up a bit. And it'll be first down for this offense after the personal foul. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Jackson. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
And man, you don't have to be a great play caller to give that guy the football, right? Like, feature him. The offense goes through him. You've got to love this running back. And he just finds a way to make those chunk plays like he just did, setting the tone. And Palmer, sometimes the defense, they need to see you for a second so they realize how fast, how powerful, how good you are.
Yeah, and the defense said all the right things.
He's got it up to 25. Chopping up this defense, and they've got it all the way down to the 23. That big play flipped the field. Now they go to work from just outside the red zone. They'll move the wide receiver. Looking for room. It's Jackson. And there was nowhere to go. Just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Now here's Saying. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Here they come, facing 3rd and long from the 20. Saying from the gun on 3rd down. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
We've done a nice job marching the football down the field to get into this position in the red zone. Thrown incomplete on 3rd down. So the question now, are you going for a touch?
Now wait just a second here. I don't see the kicker coming out. I think they're going to go for it here. The Tigers will call a timeout. That's their first. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. This offense has moved into plus territory, and they want to keep the heat on. They'll go for it on 4th down. Saying to throw for it on 4th. Unloads to the wideout. Picked off, and the opening drive is possession. Bringing it back. The 40. He's at the 20. And he's going to run it all the way back. Touchdown, Tigers.
And they come up with a huge pick six, and that is one of the reasons this defense has been so dominant all season long. They don't give up big plays, but they take the football away. And once they do, they've got better athletes than you do. They're hard to bring down. They can flip the game on a dime.
And they did tack on the extra point, by the way, knocked it right down the middle. He'll bring it out. It's Cross. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. So here comes the Buckeye offense onto the field. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Using his legs, it's Jackson. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anyway.
Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place trying to help their defense. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. Touchdown, Tigers. What a play. Not only the interception, but the great return for the score.
And the defense sets the tone early in this football game. We're still in the first quarter, and this is looking like they're putting a complete game together. Offense scoring, defense scoring. Palmer, they're up 2 touchdowns already.
Yeah, you got to give this coaching staff credit. They have their guys ready to go, and this is what you call firing on all cylinders early in a game.
And the extra point was good to finish things off. Fielded in the end zone. It's Cross. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. Here's Julian Sayin to throw. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
And we call his name again. This is the same guy. Remember, he had the defensive touchdown already. Now getting in the backfield, getting to the quarterback, getting the sack. He's been all over the field today.
Got some work to do here on 2nd and 8 from the 20. Running inside, it's Jackson. Found a little space. He'll pick up 6 of the 14 as they have room to operate.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early enough. And there are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
Up in the gun on 3rd down. Sayin. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. The Buckeyes send out the punt unit. Now on the return. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. They'll move the tight end. Off the play fake on 1st down. Under fire. He's sacked. This defense all over him.
And that is priority number 1 for defenses. Get to the quarterback. Affect him. Get hits on him. They do it right here. Get their first sack of the game. Last game, by the way, last time out, they had 5. Let's see what this defense can continue to do.
And they are finding some space in this defense. He's got it down to the 25. The Tigers, right after the huge play through the air, back to the line. the counter. There's a crease. He's finally brought down, but he takes it all the way to the 6. Following that run, we have a player who is shaken up. Trainer's out having a look at this junior defensive back. Holly Rowe will update us on his condition. Run in the red zone, it's Durham. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Tigers. How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5?
This offense is looking ridiculous. 3 touchdowns now in the first quarter, doing whatever they want at will. I don't know if you're panicking, Palmer, but, I mean, they got to put something together on the other side of the field or else this one's going to get ugly fast.
One thing I know, David, is the defensive staff, after having the ball just run down their throat and thrown up over their heads, they need to make some adjustments earlier than they probably anticipated, because right now they have no answers for this offense.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. The run inside. It's Jackson. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. And the Buckeyes want to move quickly.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense, they ain't scared. Right back on the ball, ready to run another play, ready to make this defense work.
As a quarterback, this is going to be a very tough game. You're going up against one of the top 20 units in the entire country. They know who your primary target is. They're going to be keying on him just like they did that last time, forcing the incompletion.
Got his man to the left. They corral him out of bounds, mark it down at the 38, and this offense might have something going. The Buckeyes getting set on 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Jackson. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. And after that run, there is a player still down on the field. I'm sure Holly will find out what's going on, and for the moment, we will step aside. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. They'll go play action with Sayin. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. And he throws another interception, his 3rd of the night. Intercepted and room to run. Touchdown, Tigers. A pick 6.
I'll tell you what, as a DB, you're lucky if you get 1 pick 6 in your entire football life. This guy had one last game. He's got one this game. Quarterbacks are going to stop throwing his way.
Getting set for the point after. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. He'll bring it out. It's Cross. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Handoff to the lone back. They knock him down after a gain of 3 to the 23. Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6.
And that wasn't a big gain, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball.
Maybe a crease. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a 1st down at the 37. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Complete to the left. And perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle as they get him down at the 37. The Buckeyes are moving quickly down the field. Looking for space, it's Jackson. And he's brought down after a solid gain, and we are done in the first quarter. Just about ready to get things started here in the second. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. First play of the period will be a second down. Defense looks like they're coming. Right back to the well. Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20. And the Buckeyes want to crank the tempo. Keeps it on the bootleg, looking to throw. And that one's incomplete.
And I'm kind of surprised by this performance, man. The QB last week, you could tell, dude, he was in rhythm. He was good timing. You could tell the chemistry with receivers were good. And today, everything just looks off. And it looks hard. It looks difficult. They got to find a way to get back in the rhythm they were in last week.
Single back formation, and they give it to him. Noses his way forward, maybe gets one. They'll mark it at the 18.
Listen, the offensive coordinator's best friend in the red zone is the running game. Make guys commit near the line of scrimmage so I can throw behind. This defense is good, but I'm going to challenge them. I'm going to try to be the more physical team.
And the defense, got him at the 27.
And that's unfortunate for the offense because that drive looked so good. They were just methodical. They were running and they were throwing and had the football down in a great position down near the goal line. You've got to be able to pay that off. You cannot afford to take a sack in that situation. If you're the quarterback, that's a massive mistake.
The LSU offense comes out to start this drive. Looking downfield, it's Levin. He's got him. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup.
And after giving up that completion, guys, I wonder if the defense is going to decide to stay in zone or maybe mix things up, a little more man coverage, maybe blitz.
The Tigers have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. Back to pass. Finds his target down the middle. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. Now they'll line it up from the 44 on 1st and 10. Wants to throw it again. Pressure coming. Got his man down the middle. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. Off play action on 1st down. A shot toward the end zone. And they will score. Touchdown LSU.
Hey, man, offense, defense, special teams, they are showing it all early in this football game. We're still in the first half. We got a 5-touchdown lead. Everything going right except for us, guys, because now we're going to have to figure something to talk about because this one isn't over, but it's close to almost at the half.
And he made the extra point without problem. He'll bring it out. It's Cross. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. They built up some time of possession with that last drive, but couldn't turn it into points with the missed field goal. We'll see if they can put something on. Snags it, and he's open. Across the 40, out of bounds at the 41, and a big pickup has this offense on the move. The Buckeyes racing to the line in the hurry-up. Timeout called by LSU. That's their second. They're down to one timeout left in the half. A productive play is one that gets you at least halfway to another first down here on 1st and 10. Here's Sayin to throw. A strike downfield. A likely touchdown-saving tackle, but the catch and run takes it down to the 7. The Buckeyes will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. This quarterback part of their running game. What a job up front, and he'll lose a yard on that one.
The whole point of running the quarterback on these designed runs is to get an extra blocker. You should be getting more movement up front, but that time, guys were getting knocked backwards, and as a result, they actually lost it.
He's going for the goal line, and he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Buckeyes!
Man, find your weapons. Nice job by the quarterback, finding the running back out of the backfield. He catches it and does the rest, walks into the end zone for the touchdown.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. They get the extra point on the board, but they're still down 35-7. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they cap things off with a 9-yard touchdown pass.
Number 96, set to kick it off.
Coming out with it, it's Wilson. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. The Tigers send out the offense to go to work. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football. Turning it on! And he'll move his way forward to the 1st down. They'll mark it at the 35. So much for the tough field position. One play, and you're already to the 35. The offense changing the play. Might as well give it to him again. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Hall. Could be an alley.
Man, who says you can't run up the middle anymore, right? Everybody thinks, I got to make big plays. I got to go way out to the left, way out to the right, way out in space. Nope, right down the middle. Nice blocking. How about the running back? You can tell the speed, the wheels, does a great job getting down the field, making a huge rushing play.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
That kind of pickup on 1st down, and you can take a shot here on 2nd and short. Off play action. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
One of the things I love about this defense is they're so versatile in ways they can get after the quarterback. In their last game, they came away with 5 sacks, came from all over the place. They got the win. So you know in this one, they're going to dial up a lot of different looks. It's going to be tough for this offense to try to keep their quarterback standing up straight.
Dropping back, it's Levitt. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. LSU will bring the punt team on the field. He ought to be able to use his first punt to pin him deep. Gets his first one of the day away. Might be a little stiff. They only used him twice in that loss a week ago. Whistle blows. We are at the 2-minute timeout, and man, oh man, could these guys use a score to cut into this lead. First play of this drive comes from the 5-yard line. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. And the Buckeyes in the hurry up. Throw it, say it. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now and why they're trailing on the scoreboard is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
From the gun on third down, say it. Working the middle. They've been steamrolled so far in this first half, David, but maybe a little positive momentum to take to the locker room.
Well, and I like you got the first down of the drive, so maybe you can build on this now. I would play with some tempo, obviously getting closer to halftime here. Maybe create some momentum, get a score here, and cut into this lead.
Still running at the 40. Wide open spaces. Running inside the 20. Touchdown, Ohio State. Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
You got to wonder if that's going to be the play that changes the momentum in this game for the offense. It had been tough. They were up against it here early in the game, but the quarterback now starting to find a little bit of a rhythm. Really nice touch and throw on that touchdown. And here we go. This might be the play that gives them their confidence.
And the extra point is good.
LSU 35, Ohio State 14.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Wilson. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. They take over late and have enough time to put together a drive. Quarterback making adjustments. They'll start on the ground with Durham. 7-yard pickup on that one. Is now 2nd and 3.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. To the air. It's Levitt. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. Looks as if LSU will line up to punt it away. Not a lot of room to field this one. They stop him immediately, flying down the field, and get to him before he can even get started. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Say it. Fires to the big fella. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks. Timeout signal for by the Buckeyes. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Looking for a chunk play on 2nd and short. He lets it fly. Caught. He gets it in. Touchdown, Buckeyes.
Last 4 minutes of the first half, first 4 minutes of the second half. That is a time window that oftentimes determines games, and you're seeing it potentially happen here. It was critical the offense was able to go down, drive the field, and score a touchdown here late in the first half, knowing they get the ball back first in the second half. And if they go out right away in the second half and good things happen, this game takes on a completely different feel.
He'll bring it out. It's Durham. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? On the option. He can't corral the pitch. The ball's on the ground. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover.
Man, that's fumbles in consecutive weeks. Coaches don't like that. They start to, you know what happens is the trust factor goes out the window. I don't want to run you as much because I can't trust you as much, especially in big spots. Got to hold on to that football.
Say it. Floating away. Pressure's there and he lets it go. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack.
That's what this defense has to do, guys. They've got to knock this quarterback down to the ground. He's already thrown a couple of TDs. The only way you're going to stop that is with good quarterback pressure.
Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. On the move, it's Jackson. He pushes his way down to the floor as they get closer and closer. They get the timeout called here and probably just enough time for one more snap to put up points before the half. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Saying from the gun on third down. Pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for the first half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
From our gorgeous Orlando studios, it's the Week 5 edition of the EA Sports College Football Update Show. We begin our whip around with Florida, taking on the number 7 team, the Missouri Tigers. And it's the Gators, with one of the truly dazzling offensive displays we've witnessed this season. They had a scoring answer every time they needed one and win a fireworks-filled football game. The outcome today brings them to 4-1 on the season. That is a solid start. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
The Tigers sending out their offense ready to get this drive started. They start this third quarter with the lead, but they might want to think about shoring up that protection.
Yeah, the good news is you're leading on the scoreboard. The bad news is your quarterback doesn't feel like it because you can't protect him. So, David, adjustments in pass protection, that has to be something they were talking about here at halftime.
100%. Just you can't get him hit that much. He's still doing a good job delivering the football, but if you keep hitting the quarterback enough, man, they'll start to see ghosts, they'll panic, and they'll make some of those mistakes.
Finds his tight end. Excellent job working through the air. They're finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down. Death Valley has a well-earned rep of being intimidating. It is nice to be the quarterback, to have everything on your side.
And have everything quiet. It's the loudest place by far that I ever played. I mean, for an entire game, they are on their feet, yelling, screaming. Now listen, we can't play all the words they're yelling, Reese, but they are an intimidating crowd.
Dropping back, it's Levitt. Gets it out fast. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Well, the defense was trailing going in at halftime, and I think they made some adjustments against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice start to the second half if you're on defense.
Last play was a near disaster, now dealing with 2nd and 13. Under fire. Oh, it's picked off. Oh, that's not the way to start a drive. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Buckeyes. And they turn it into a defensive score.
And that is a critical error by the quarterback at a critical juncture of the game, right, David? This thing's already close, and it's the smallest mistake that could make the difference. That pick six certainly hurts his team, but there's a lot of football left, a lot of time left. You got to be resilient as a quarterback. You have to be able to turn the page and get back out and attack with confidence.
You made a mistake. Yeah, exactly right. We got to flush this. We got to move on. Obviously, the crowd goes nuts. The fans are all into it. The other side's energized. Now you got to go get your your head together. Go watch the clip, see what happened, what did I do wrong. You got to get out there and go fix it because you still got a chance to win this ball game.
The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen. So you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You've got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
Wants to throw. It's Levitt. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. And Ohio State makes a ton of highlights with the big pass plays, but this defense has turned in its share over the years, too.
So many guys that we could go back. The Bosa brothers, Chase Young, just recently, the guys that they put their hand in the dirt and they go make things happen, get after quarterbacks like you see right here.
From the gun on third down, Lewis. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
Well, that's the danger about being in a third and long situation. You've got to push the football downfield, and the defense is expecting it. So they've got guys in the back end with their eyes on the QB. They're able to make the interception. This offense is going to have to do a better job generating better plays early in drives moving forward.
Ohio State sending out the offense to start this drive. Here's Julian Sayin to throw. Punch it out of the air. There he goes. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. They've done a really good job creating the matchups they want out of the slot.
Yeah, dude, get that guy matched up on a linebacker. That guy matched up on a safety. Keep him away from the corners by putting him in the slot. Get him the football. Let him make plays.
They get him down, but this offense is set up first and goal from the 9.
You know, the defense, they just haven't been able to find an answer for this guy throughout the course of the game. Obviously, he's got 2 touchdowns, picks up the first down there. They've tried doubling him. They've tried man coverage, zone coverage. Nothing working on defense. They can't stop him.
Driving his way all the way down to the 3-yard line.
First down and goal, I bet you the percentages are really high for run, and this defense was ready for it. They got to match the physicality right here, right now in this situation.
They've got it down to the 3. Now it's second and goal. They'll run it to the left, looking for the end zone. That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
All right, so now you're in this third down situation close to the goal line, and it just feels, David, like they're going to have to throw the football in order to score a touchdown here. I like maybe trying to get the quarterback outside on the perimeter and give him a run-pass option.
I like that, too. Get the quarterback on the move. And here's the thing. If I get close and I get stopped, it's fourth down. Fourth down means go for it. That's all that means now today in college football.
Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're fourth and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
And they'll send the field goal team back out for the second time tonight. And the kicker delivers the 3 ball to finish off the drive. That'll bring him to within 4. Fielded in the end zone. It's Wilson. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. This drive will open from the 15. On the run, it's Hall. Gets it out to the 20 after a pickup of 4.
Man, it's nice when you can depend on your big boys up front to make a lane, and you get 5 or 6 yards. You get 5 or 6 yards a pop. You move the ball down the field easily, and more importantly, can get this defense to be more aggressive, to bring DBs close to the line of scrimmage, and then that might open up some big plays down the field.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. He's got it on the right. Breaks a tackle, and he might go. He'll step out of bounds right at the 35-yard line, and maybe they've got something cooking.
Man, they've been scoring a lot of points. When you've got the skill and you've got the speed outside of wide receiver, that's why. And here we are in the second half, and nothing's changing. If they can't cover us, we're going to keep taking shots, and that's what you got to do. This quarterback right now, he's in a beautiful rhythm. He's seeing the field. The game looks slow to him right now, and he's executing at an incredibly high level. And these receivers outside, man, they are winning each and every time.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.
And the Tigers moving quickly to the line. Looking to throw, it's Levitt. Unloads to the wideout. Got his man on the right. And there was lots of space as he gets it to the 39-yard line. LSU moving the ball quickly down the field. Looking downfield on first down. Fires to the big fella.
This guy's done a lot of good things early this year throwing the football. With that last completion, that now takes him over 1,000 yards passing for the year.
Running inside, it's Berry. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Making side adjustments here. Guys, LSU has the lead here. They're sitting in a strong position here with the lead. Let's take a look at our game summary. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the fourth quarter. After swapping ends of the field, they gave him a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on third down. Throwing, Lewis. Now rolling to the left. Got his man downfield. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a first and goal. And they just want to give this guy a chance to make a play on third down, and more times than not, he is going to deliver.
And he's so good, so efficient, such a good route run.
Tight end trying to get in. Touchdown, Tigers! And they add 6 more on the board with that trip to the house. That one ought to give them firm control of this game, and they have gotten things going here, about to move to 4-1. A methodical drive that they finish off by tossing it to the tight end.
And the tight end, I'll tell you what, this is a position that's evolved so much, right? And you see him move all over the field. It's kind of like, where is Waldo? You got to find this big fella, especially down in the red zone area. This is the guy they're going to target and make the big play, get the touchdown.
And the extra point is up and good, and they have an 11-point fourth quarter lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. This certainly hasn't been their best day, but there's no time for mistakes now. They have to execute if they want to snatch this thing from the fire. Pocket breaking down. They've got him. Great pressure by this defense.
Sometimes you got to fight fire with fire. This quarterback is very athletic, and he's got a lot of speed. He's probably too fast for some of these D linemen to catch up, but not the free safety. He'll go toe-to-toe and go sideline to sideline with this QB all game long.
Takes the easy completion. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Better get that seismograph ready here in Death Valley. Huge third down coming. Saying, trying to be heard above the noise. It's caught downfield. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. They pretty much have to keep the offense on the field, and they'll get right to the line of scrimmage. Fourth down, Saying. Still on his feet at the 45. Lots of room to run. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. The Buckeyes come to the line with a new set of downs. Saying back to the air. Moving out to the right. Snagged out of the air. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend.
The defense has their hands full trying to stop this guy in the slot. They're going to have to figure something out to bracket him, try and get two bodies around him, maybe get some safety help as well, because right now they do not have the answer for this guy.
Touchdown, Ohio State! A Lazarus-like comeback is underway. The Buckeyes with an answer. Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
Here's Saying to throw. Makes the grab in the end zone for the two-point conversion, and that could be big as it draws them to within a field goal. So that was a 6-play, 75-yard drive. And what a way to finish it with a 9-yard touchdown run. Let's see what he can do with the return. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. That last score the defense allowed made it a one-possession game, and there is plenty of pressure to have a productive drive here. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down.
Nice quick throw there. It's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on the field.
Strong firm tackle.
That's a backbreaker if you're the offensive coordinator, because on the first down, you ran the ball, had a really nice gain. Short yardage situation, you just get completely blown up, and now you're having to probably dial up a throw on third down. You need more consistency from the guys up front.
Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
And that hurts on defense, giving up the first on the ground like that. We're in a one-possession game. You've got all three timeouts. I think you got to start burning them here to save some clock.
They'll run it to keep the clock moving. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43.
Well, this offense thinks that they have enough left in the tank here to run the football and run all the time off the clock. They got the lead late. Didn't get the first down on that last one, but it's not going to surprise anybody if they turn around and hand it off again here.
Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. The run inside. It's Hall. Snowed under by the defense.
Yeah, and there's a lot of pressure right now on this down if you're on offense, because your last two plays have gone nowhere. You know the defense just needs to get the football back to give their team an opportunity to go win the game, so you're probably going to have to throw to get this first down. A lot of pressure here on the quarterback, Dave.
Yeah, and how I throw, I think, is important. This is a time where I love moving my quarterback outside the pocket, making it an easy throw. or let him run the football. And if he doesn't get it, the clock still ticks. It's still my friend.
Third down from the gun, Lewis. It's complete on the right side. He steps out of bounds, but he's got enough for a first down. Boy, the defense really needed to get off the field there, and they just couldn't do it, and it's a fresh set of downs.
Man, that hurts. When you're trailing late in the ball game, you need those stops, and you get them to third down. You get them to those critical points. Now they get the first down. You don't have many left. You better get aggressive.
So the defense trying to maximize their clock management. They use the timeout here, and the 2-minute stoppage is coming. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. They feed him again. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. The clock winds down to the 2-minute timeout, and this offense will try to drain away the time and secure the victory. This third down play might be the last chance for this defense to stay in the game. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. Not able to get outside. They tried to run wide, and they got nothing. It'll be 4th down.
And this defense has got to be jacked up, man. They finally forced the 4th down, right? They've gotten a couple of first downs, got some things going, but I think it's decision time for this offense. And this D's got to do it one more time, right? They've got to get another play, a big 4th down stop here to get some of that momentum and get the football back.
Quarterback making checks. Lewis to throw for it on 4th. Converts on 4th down, and he's still going. Breaks into the open. Runs it all the way down, almost to the 10. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 12.
Oh, and I love that play call on 4th down. You know, the entire defense was zoning in on that running back, thinking he was maybe going to get a handoff, but they're able to sneak and leak him out of the backfield. Behind the defense, he makes the catch and keeps the drive alive.
Gonna run it. It's Berry. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Ohio State calls it 2nd timeout. And now what will they come up with on this 2nd down play? 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Right back to it. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. Final timeout called by the Buckeyes. They'll take a moment to gather their thoughts and put together a plan for this 3rd down play. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. Motion from the wide receiver. On 3rd and short, they keep it on the ground here. He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to put a bow on this one.
Man, the nicest thing in sports to have is to be able to rely on the run game, to have the lead and be able to run that clock out. Just watch it tick, and the defense can do nothing about it. And that right there gets it done. Leaning on the ground game, and Jesse, I don't know about the clock, but that thing's about to run out.
And that's really the identity of this offense, too. They are going to be physical. They're going to run the ball even when you know it's coming. And in that situation where you just need one first down to end the game, you can go.
Sneaks it in. The Tigers are back on top.
That is exactly what you want your offense to do. You want it to eat clock, but if you score, go up by 2 possessions, nail, beat, coffin. Great execution by this offense to put this game away.
And the extra point extends the lead to double figures at 10. That is what they mean when they say ball control, a 14-play touchdown drive. It was finished off with the quarterback sneak.
Set to kick off.
He'll bring it out. It's Cross. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. Throwing, saying, rushes on him. And down he goes. The defense bringing the heat.
You know, David, I love defenses that stay aggressive, especially at this point of the field. They've got pass rushers on this unit with speed and that are aggressive and that can win one-on-one, and you saw it right there.
And there's two thought processes when I'm a defense and I got them backed up is I am stopping the run, not allowing them to have any space, but also understanding this is also a shot part of the field. Like, it's going to be a run, or a lot of times that ball is going to be a deep ball thrown down the sideline because you'll get man-to-man. Nice job by the defense applying pressure, getting the sack, now putting them in a bad situation backed up close to their own end zone.
The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. Now here's Saying. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. And it's knocked away, incomplete on third down.
And now such a tough situation late in this game. You're trailing, but now it's 4th and long. Like, it's one thing if it's 4th and short. This makes it even more difficult. You got to have something dialed up you feel really great about.
Will not get there. A 4th down stop. Running out the clock, a mere formality between them and a victory as we have victory formation coming. And with things in their favor on the scoreboard, the quarterback's favorite play in the playbook, the old kneel down from victory formation.